Good morning, or whenever you're doing this. It's been probably a little over a week since I've recorded something for you guys, so I figured I'd do this. I kind of came up with a fun little flow with the planking, Double Chatturanga and everything. Anyway, it's fun. We're gonna go back and forth on the mat and you'll enjoy it. If you're like me, you'll enjoy it. So let's just start out in child's pose just to get grounded really quick. So big toes are touching, knees are spread wide, and just melt your chest down onto the mat. So let's just take a couple of grounding breaths here. If you want to wiggle a bit and just kind of settle into this pose. If you'd like, you can turn on that Ujjayi breath. Sounds like Darth Vader. Try to forget any to-do list or anything that is on your mind that is weighing you down right now. Just kind of focus on your breath. Just be here and now. Take this time out for yourself to help rejuvenate and revive yourself personally so that you can get out there and inspire and uplift and strengthen others. Take another deep inhale. On the next inhale, come up into a tabletop position. So stacking the knees under the hips, the wrists under the shoulders, and we're gonna warm up our wrists today. So inhale and lean forward, and then hold that for a couple of seconds, and then exhale, go back. So make sure your fingertips are spread wide. Inhale forward, and exhale back. Inhale forward. Remembering to pause and then exhale back. Take a couple more moves like this on your own. So now let's circle around our wrists. Just warming up the whole circumference, reverse that, the whole circumference of your wrists. Get those wrists warmed up. I wish I would have done this yesterday before I did the flow that I did, because there's certain poses that you really need to have warmed up wrists for, and I was not prepared. Tuck your toes under, and then exhale, push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So down dog, we're gonna bicycle the legs out. It's our first down dog of the day. If, like me, you're just kind of getting your day going, your hamstrings are probably gonna be super tight. So make sure that the arms are long, biceps are by ears, tailbone is actively reaching up towards the sky. You can have a really good bend in the knees. Now just still the legs and really bend the knees good and melt your chest towards the knees. So whatever that position is, if your heels need to be high or if they can be lower, whatever helps you to really feel that lengthening in the backs of the legs, the hamstring area. So inhale, come up on the tippy toes. We're gonna walk our feet to our hands. Feet are hip width distance. Exhale, forward fold. So you can stay right here, or if you'd like, you can sway side to side and front to back. You can grab opposite elbows and sway side to side and front to back. I just want you to make sure whatever you're doing, you feel that lengthening in the hamstrings, the backs of the thighs. So whatever you need to do, if that means that you straighten your legs a little bit more, then that's what you need to do. We're just warming up here, warming up the body. Place the fingertips down on the mat, heel toe the feet together so the big toes are touching, heels are slightly apart, and then exhale, forward fold. Now we're going to come into a halfway lift, so I want you to engage your core, lift up. You can either bring your fingertips to the shins or to the ground, but what you want to do is draw the navel towards the spine. You want to reach your heart out. And again, you're going to feel this in your hamstrings. Keeping that core engaged the whole time you're inhaling and exhaling. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift again, engage the core. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale up into chair pose. So sit your bottom low, hug the thighs and the inside of the knees together. Biceps are by ears. If you'd like, you can turn your pinkies towards one another so that your wrists are twisted. And we're breathing, breathing, breathing. Take a deep inhale, come all the way up into standing, upward salute. So up salute, we want to roll the shoulders down on the back. We're drawing the navel towards the spine, tucking that tailbone under so that your bum isn't sticking out, you're tucking it under. We hug muscle to bone on the thighs. So the arms, the fingertips, the legs, everything is engaged right now. You're not just standing here with your hands up in the air like you just don't care. Sorry. That was a bad joke. Still, it was funny though, right? Take a deep inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, engage that core. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back into plank. So we're going to do our sun salutation A, just to get the body warmed up. So I want you to slowly, with control, your elbows are gonna brush by your ribs, but we're coming all the way down to the stomach as slow as you can. Warm up those arms. When you get down there, untuck the toes. And we're gonna inhale up into baby cobra. So with baby cobra, I lost my headband. So baby cobra, our hands are not doing anything here. It's the lower back that is pulling us up and engaged. Shoulders away from the ears. Navel drawn towards the spine and slightly up towards the heart. And we're breathing. Oh, I hope you didn't just hear my stomach growl. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release that. Tuck the toes. Inhale up into plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale up on the tippy toes. We're going to tiptoe to the top of the mat. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, engage that core. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up into standing upward salute, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, engage that core. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. And again, we're gonna slowly with control come all the way to the belly, making sure your elbows are tight into the ribs. Engaging that core, untuck the toes, and push up into cobra. So make sure that your elbows are drawing towards one another. Hug your thighs together. Navel drawn towards the spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release, tuck the toes. Inhale up into plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale up on the tippy toes, tiptoe to the top of the mat. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, engage that core. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, engage that core. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank. And this time you can either go to one of the cobras, the baby cobra or the daddy cobra, I guess it would be. Or you can come with me, we're gonna go to chaturanga or half plank. Untuck the toes and inhale up into upward facing dog. So in up dog, your thighs are not touching the ground. In the cobras, your thighs are. So that's the difference. And you're pushing up, shoulders away from the ears. Navel drawn towards the spine. And we're still breathing. And then make your way back into downward facing dog. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the fun little flow. So inhale up on the tippy toes. Tiptoe to the top of the mat. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, engage that core. Exhale, forward fold. So this is a sun salutation B, but it's a little different than the norm. So I'm gonna have an inhale up into chair pose. All the way up into standing. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, engage that core. Exhale, plant the fingertips down. Step that left foot back, drop the knee, inhale up into low lunge. So we're gonna stay here for just a few minutes, not minutes, a few breaths to kind of get grounded. Once we've done a move, then we will do it one breath, one movement, okay? So plant my hands, lift that back knee, flatten the foot, so make sure you have the heel to arch alignment. We're gonna inhale up into warrior two. So warrior two, hug muscle to bone, knee over ankle, fingertips actively reaching in opposite directions. Breathing. Flip the wrist, reverse the warrior. Now we're going to come up into a temple pose, and then exhale down, warrior two, towards the back of the mat. So, excuse me. So remember, hug muscle bone, knee over ankle, fingertips actively reaching and breathing. Flip that wrist and reverse your warrior. Making sure you still have a good bend in that front knee. Muscle bone in the back. Take a deep inhale, reach. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back into plank. So now we're facing the back of the mat. And you can either go to downward dog or you can go through a flow. Inhale to your heart opener. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, swing it through, plant it. Flatten that back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, temple pose. Well, actually that was an inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step back into plank. And go or flow. Inhale into your heart opener, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale, swing it through, plant it. Flatten that back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, temple. Exhale, warrior two to the back. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down, step back into plank, and go or flow. Inhale into your heart opener, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, swing it through, plant it, flatten that back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, temple. That's an inhale. You're messing that up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step back into plank. And go or flow. Inhale to your heart opener. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale, swing it through, plant it. Flatten the back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Inhale, temple. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step back into plank. And go or flow. Inhale to your heart opener. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, swing it through, plant it, flatten the back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, temple. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step back into plank and go or flow. Inhale to your heart opener. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale, swing it through, plant it, flatten the back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, temple. So I know what I was doing wrong last time. I was adding a reverse warrior. But this time we're going to come down. So bring the heels in,
toes out, and we're going to pulse in goddess pose. Because you know how much I love this. Get as low as you can go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, temple. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step back into plank. And go or flow. Inhale to your heart partner. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, swing it through, plant it. Flatten that back foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, temple. Come back into your goddess pose. Heels in, toes out. And we're gonna pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, temple. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step back into plank. And go or flow. Inhale to your heart opener. And exhale, downward dog. We're gonna do it one more time. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale, swing it through, plant it. Flatten that back foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, temple. And come down. How low can you go? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step back into plank. And go or flow. Inhale to your heart opener. Exhale, downward facing dog. My legs are dying. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, swing it through, plant it. Flatten the back foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, temple. Come down. Heels in, toes out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm shaking. 4, 3, 2, 1. Temple. Warrior 2 to the front. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step back into plank and go to downward dog or go through a flow. Inhale to your heart opener. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's come to our knees. So you can either go, you can either go to child's pose or you can come to your knees, whatever you need right now. Actually, I think I'm gonna do a little toe stand. So I'm gonna come up and tuck my toes under, sitting on the heels. This helps to stretch out all those muscles in the bottom of the feet, toes, Achilles. It just kind of helps to stretch those out, lengthen them. Rest your hands on top of your thighs if you are in this seated position. If you're in child's pose, if you'd like, you can do your child's pose with the knees together and have your hands behind you. It's a very, very relaxing posture. Just melt into the ground. Slow the breath. Slow the heart from racing. So even though that was just a Sun Salutation B variation, I'm still sweating like crazy. It'll get your juices flowing, the blood's pumping. So you're still going to get a good workout, especially if you do the goddess pose and you go as low as you can. My legs were screaming and shaking like crazy. So if you're sitting on your heels with the toes tucked under, just gently come forward and pitter patter the toes out. That's one of my favorite things to do. Oh, it just feels good. Okay, so we're gonna come right into our easy pose. So sitting with the feet staggered, one in front of the other. Let's inhale the arms up. And exhale, come over to the right. So I don't want you to sink down into this. Keep your heart open. And you can even look up towards the elbow. If you want, you can come down on this elbow, but you want to try and keep both sit bones on the mat. Making sure your breath is going slower. Inhale up and come right over to the left side. Reaching the elbow skyward and looking towards the bottom hand or towards the elbow. Whatever more comfortable for you, or you can close your eyes. And just focus on the breath. Come back up to center. So just rest your hands with the palms up on top of the knees. Roll the shoulders down the back. Slightly tuck your chin towards your chest so that your spine and neck are one long line and you can feel the energy just reaching up and out through the crown of the head. Keeping the eyes closed. So one thing that I absolutely loved in this week's reading, which we're in Helaman, is it 7 through 12 or something like that, I believe. When Nephi had been preaching to the people and they just weren't listening to him. And so he was kind of feeling defeated and walking back towards his house. And he had tried to do so much for all the people and they just would not listen. And then all of a sudden a voice came to him saying, "Blessed art thou, Nephi, for the things which thou hast done." And that was one thing that I loved that the Come Follow Me, the Book of Mormon Central guys pointed out, is the Lord did not say to him, "Well done, good job in getting all those converts, good job at everything that, for all the people that you brought in." What he's saying is you are blessed because of your efforts, because of just what you're doing. You're giving up your time. You're giving up your lives for me and for my mission. And that is what I love is, oops, see, I might be going over my time. That's what I love about that message. And it's a message to missionaries, to all of you missionaries, is you are blessed because of what you're doing. He talks about doing the work with unwearyingness. You're just doing it, though it's hard and people are ignoring you and maybe people are being mean to you and you feel defeated, you feel like you're a failure because you're not getting baptisms or different things. I know my husband back in the day, he was in Australia for his mission, and they did not have a lot of success, like hardly any success at all. But he was out there and he was planting seeds. And if you don't have success, you are still planting seeds, and you're still helping people, and you're making a difference, and you're making a difference for him, for his kingdom. You're bringing people to him. And even if they're not doing anything about it right now, they're hearing what you say, and the Holy Ghost is touching their hearts. And so bless you, bless you, bless you for everything that you're doing. I'm so grateful for your influence and your strength. On the next inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, palms touching overhead. Exhale your hands down, pausing at the third eye, praying for only good thoughts and good intentions to be housed within you. Pausing now at the lips, that only kind words, kind and gentle words will escape your mouth. And now pausing at the heart, connecting the thumb with the heart chakra, praying that we will always have open hearts, softened hearts, that we will be full of love and peace, and that the light of Christ will shine through us. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. One more time, inhale. Let it go. The light within me honors and respects the light within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I am sorry it's taking me a week to get this done, but I have loved being here with you right now, and I pray for your steadfastness and your strength. And it's not just for the success. It's just for you to be as steadfast as you can be and do the work. And at the end of those chapters, he talks about you being blessed. You will be blessed because of your efforts. Whether you are successful with successful baptisms, those are a success, but they're not the total purpose. The success is you getting out there, giving up your life, doing the work unwearyingly, and just being his disciple and spreading his truth and his word. Have an amazing, amazing week. I love you all. Have an awesome week, amazing week. I'm just babbling now, wasting time. I love you all. Mwah.